Good morning to one and all present here. My name is Aravindh, working as assistant professor in Department of Computer Science and Engineering in Bharat University. Today I'm going to take the lecture on the subject computer networks. The topic name is fundamentals of networks. First, we just want to define what do you mean by networks. A networks is nothing but which can be used for communication purpose when two or more systems are connected for the purpose of communication. Um, the communication in the sense the data transfer or the peripheral transfer or some software transfer, that is called as a network. A network is nothing but sharing of information from one system to another system is called as network. Next, we see about the different types of network. Regarding the types of network, we are having three different types of network. One is the local area network, and another one is a wide area network, and another one is the metropolitan area network. First, we discuss about the local area network. In the case of the local area network, we can able to transmit the data within a certain limit of distance, that is 5 to 6 kilometer. We can able to transmit the data from the source machine to the destination machine within 5 to 6 kilometers. So we can able to transmit the data by using a wired communication or a wireless communication, and then we can able to share the data, share the peripheral, and some of the peripheral and software we can able to share within the distance limit, that is 5 to 6 kilometers. So in the case of a local area network, within a small network, we can able to transmit the data from source to the destination. Next comes is the wide area network. The distance of wide area network is larger than the local area network. For example, we just want to collect the multiple lands by using a tool called this internet. We can use the wide area network. In the case of a wide area network, we can able to transmit the data between the lands, between the different kinds of lands. Next one is your metropolitan area network, which can be used to connect the different cities in a network. Connect the different cities in the network by using a service provider called as ISP, that is the Internet Service Provider. We can able to transmit the data from the source machine to the destination machine. So in the case of the network, we are having three different types of network. One is a local area network, and another one is a wide area network, and another one is the metropolitan area network. Next one is there are two different types of technology in the case of your network. One is a client server technology, and another one is the peer-to-peer technology. First, we discuss about the client server technology. So in the case of your client server technology, we are having a centralized server. We are having a centralized server which is connected with n number of clients. So the main where the client server area network is applicable or used means in the larger companies and most of the multinational companies, they use a technology called as client server technology. Here we can able to connect n number of clients by using a server. By using the server, we can able to connect n number of servers. The real-time example of your client server technology means, for example, if you're going for a hotel, first the waiter or the server will give you a menu card to you. By choosing the items in the menu, he will serve to the client. Likewise, in the case of the client server technology, the server will serve to the clients by giving the data or migrating the data or assessing the software or assessing the peripherals. It will give the access to the client or it will serve to the client. That is the main use of the client server technology. Next one is your peer-to-peer technology. In the case of your peer-to-peer technology, It can be used in a small home application, or if I'm going to run a small business application, means I just go for a peer-to-peer technology. You just imagine in a peer-to-peer technology, we can able to connect around 10 to 15 machines. In the case of your peer-to-peer technology, each and every computer connected in a network will access a server or access a client. Depends on the situation, it will access a server or it will access a client. So the main disadvantage of the peer-to-peer network means, for example, I just want to transmit a data from one peer to another peer. I just want to remember a password. Then I just want to share the resource, means for that purpose I just want to remember a password. And then I'm going to share some software or peripherals or data. I need to track or remember more number of passwords. This is a main advantage of the peer-to-peer technology. In the case of peer technology, we don't need the presence of any network admin or something like that. But in the case of the client-server technology, you need a well knowledgeable person as a system admin or a network admin. So there are two different types of network. We see about the client server technology, and another one is the peer-to-peer technology. Next, I'm going to transmit a data from a source machine to a destination machine. What are the basic requirements I require means, I need around 5 different types of requirements. First one is a center machine or the source machine. Next comes is your receiver machine or the destination machine. Next is the media. Media is nothing but the passage we are going to send the data. That is called as a media. Next one is a protocol, and next one is a message. The first comes is your sender machine. What do you mean by sender machine? It is otherwise called as a source machine. It is otherwise called as a source machine. I am going to transmit a data from a source machine to a destination machine. So I need a source machine and also a destination machine. Okay. Next comes is your media. What do you mean by media means? From which passage I'm going to send the data. Wired, whether I'm going to send the data by using a wired communication, or otherwise I'm going to send the data using a wireless communication. For example, I'm going to send the data in a wired communication means I'm going for some twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, some different types of cables I'm going to use to migrate the data from the source machine to the destination machine. Or otherwise, I'm going to send the data using a wireless media. I'm going to send the data using a wireless media. Wireless media in the sense, I'm having some other technology called as Bluetooth, Wi-Fi technology, that is your wireless fidelity technology, and another one is your infrared technology. By using these types of technology, I'm going to transmit the data without wire, that is the wireless communication, from the source machine to the destination machine. Next one is your protocol. What do you mean by a protocol means? A protocol is nothing but a set of rules. That is a set of rules which can be used to govern your network. Protocol is nothing but a set of rules which can be used to govern your network. That is called as a protocol. Some of the simple examples of your protocol means that is we can call it as a IP, then TCP, then UDP, SMTP. IP is nothing but your internet protocol. TCP is your transmission control protocol. UDP is your user datagram protocol. SMTP is nothing but your simple mail transfer protocol. These are some other protocols we are going to use. That is a few examples of your protocol. And next comes is your message. What even by a message means, the data is called as your message. Whether the message will be in a form of your Word format or your Excel format or your audio format, or your image format, that is your JPEG, or your video format like MP3, MP4. So there are different types of messages we are going to send from the source machine to the destination machine. So the image will be in a form of a bird or a picture or video or something like that. So these are the some of the requirements we need to send the data from the source machine to the destination machine. That is your sender, receiver, media, protocol, and then your message. Next one. What are the different modes of communication? What are the different modes of communication? In the case of different modes of communication, first comes is your simplex communication, and another one is your off duplex communication, and another one is your full duplex communication. The first comes is your simplex communication. Simplex. You just imagine I'm just having a source machine and a destination machine. In the simplest communication, I can only able to transmit the data. Only able to transmit the data. So a source can only send the data. The source can only able to send the data. That is called as your simplex communication. So the real-time example will be you can say the one-way part, or in the traffic rules that will be called as one way. So in the one way, we can't able to travel to and fro. There will be some one-way communication. So that is a simple example. Next is your or another one is called as your off duplex communication, is that we can able to transmit the data in both direction, but only one transmission can be done at the same time. The sender can send their data from source to the destination. That is a one communication. After the receiver machine or the destination machine receives the data, it will acknowledgement or retransmit the data from the source machine to the destination machine. So the transmission will happen in both direction, but only one at a time, only one transmission at a time. So imagine the traffic police or police officers will have a device called as walkie-talkie. They are having a device called as walkie-talkie. Uh, in the walkie-talkie, for example, I'm communicating a message to the control room. Is I just communicate the message. After the communication gets over, or the communication received by the control room, they after that they will send some message. So I can able to send after receive, the control room will give some message to me. So this is the example for your off duplex communication. Next comes is your full duplex communication. In the case of your full duplex communication, at the same time, I can able to send and receive the data at the both at the same time, from the source and the destination, we can able to send and receive the data. What is a real-time example for full duplex communication means? In the full duplex communication, you just take imagine a mobile phone communication. During the mobile phone communication, both the sender and receiver can speak at the same time. That is an example for your full duplex communication. So in the modes of communication, we are having simplex, off duplex communication, and full duplex communication. Next one. Next one is your topology. Topology is nothing but we are having some type of technologies called as client server, P2P, or something like that. Likewise, in the case of a topology, this is a network architecture. How we are going to assemble the systems, or how we are going to arrange the systems, in which architecture we are going to follow. That is called as your topology. We are having so many types of topology. Here we are going to discuss about the 5 different types of topology, starting from your bus topology, star topology, tree topology, mesh topology, and ring topology. So these are the 5 different types of topology or network architecture we are going to discuss. The first one is where we are going to discuss about the bus topology. First, we are going to discuss about the bus topology. So in the bus topology, uh, uh, by using a single cable, we can able to connect all the peripherals in your single cable. That comes to your server will be connected, your printer will be connected, or your workstations. Everything will be connected in a single cable. So the data will be transmitted in a single or in a only one direction. The uh, data will be transmitted. So what is the main use in the case of your bus topology means it can be used in if you are going to construct a small network, we can prefer for your bus topology. What is the main disadvantage of your bus topology means the network traffic will be more. The network traffic will be more. It will be, for example, if there is any breakage in any cable means the entire network will fail. The entire network will be fails, but it is cost effective. When compared to other topologies, it will be cost effective. So the main thing is that by using a single cable, we can able to transmit the data, and the data will be transmitted in a single direction. All the peripherals will be connected in a single cable. If there is any mm, damage or breakage in your wire, the entire network will get failed. The entire network will get failed. These are the some of the advantages and disadvantages of your bus topology. And next comes is your star topology. In the case of your star topology, all the nodes, that is your workstation, your printer, and then your server, etc., all the nodes will be connected by using a centralized device. By using a centralized device called as hub, switches, repeaters, hub, switches, repeaters, routers or anything. So in the case of your star topology, it will be connected. All the nodes are connected by using a central node. All the devices are connected by using a central node. And by using, for example, I'm going to use some cables means we can use your twisted pair cable and then optical fiber cable, coaxial cable for connecting the nodes. For example, what is the main advantages of your bus topology, star topology when compared to your bus topology means if there is any failure in the network means the particular network uh, will not work. Remaining the rest of the network will work. And then in the case of your bus topology, if there is any problem in a single cable means the entire network will fail. But in the case of your star topology, if there is any um, breakage in some cable means in one node means the rest of the node will work, and this will be very easy to install. This will be very easy to install in the case of your star topology. It will be very easier to install. What is the main disadvantage of your star topology? For example, for instance, if there is any failure in the case of your centralized device, that is your hub, switch, or router, the entire network will get failed. The entire network will get failed. So what is the advantages means? It will be easy to install. It will be cost effective. If there is any breakage in any particular node means that particular node will not work. The rest of the node will be working. This is the main advantage of star topology. And then we just move on to tree topology. In the case of your tree topology, it is the extension of your, it is the extension of your bus topology and star topology. So it is a combination of your bus topology and then your star topology. And then what is the main advantage of your tree topology means it will be easy to troubleshoot. It will be easy to troubleshoot. What is the disadvantages of your bus topology means to construct a bus topology, the cabling cost will be high. And then if there is the centralized like the star topology, the centralized device like your hub or a router or switches will get damaged, the entire network will fail. These are the some disadvantages of tree topology. In the case of a tree is nothing but say combination of your bus and star topology. Next comes is your mesh topology. Next comes is your mesh topology. In the case of your mesh topology, what we are adapting a formula called as n into n minus 1 divided by 2. N into n minus divided by 2. So what do you mean by n means n is your node. N is your node. For example, my n will be 4. You just imagine n will be 4. So 4 into 3 divided by 2. 4 into 3 is nothing but 12 divided by 12 divided by 2. So 12 divided by your node will be 4. 4. 4 into 3, 12. 12 divided by 2. So 6. So in my network, 6 nodes will be present. What are the main disadvantage means it is in the case of a mesh topology, more number of wires we required. So the cabling cost will be more. And then if there is any problem in the case of your mesh topology means it will be very difficult to troubleshoot. It will be very difficult to troubleshoot in the case of your mesh topology. Next is your ring topology. Next is your ring topology. This topology will be very cheapest one, and then easy to install and easy to troubleshoot. If easy to troubleshoot, in this your token will be passed from one node to the another node, or in a ring, your token will be passed. So the token will pass through the one node and then to the next node. Like that, it will travel. So it will be easy to install. What's the main disadvantage in the case of a ring topology means if there is any failure, if there is any failure in one cable means the entire network will fails. The entire network will fails. Likewise, in the case of a bus topology, right? So in the case of regarding the topology, we discuss about bus, star, tree, mesh, and ring topology. So the next one is the network connectivity devices. Network connectivity devices. What is the use of network connectivity devices? So we are having two different types. That is your NIC. For example, I just want to build a small network in my home. I'm going to start a small home business with 5 to 6 computers. 5 to 6 computers. I just bought the computers. I just assembled. I just want to establish the network connection between one system to another system. I just want to transfer the data. So I'm just having a server with some high configuration when compared to your client. Some high configuration when compared to your client. I am having a server. The server will be connected with the five clients. I am going to use NIC network interface card to connect the system in a LAN, or I'm going to use some LAN devices. For that purpose, also I need a device called as NIC. NIC is network, nothing but a network interface card. After I just assemble the NIC, I'm in all the 6 machines. I just assemble the NIC, and then there will be a small port in the NIC. Most of the NIC, the first one is your NIC will be in the form of wired communication. By using the Cat6 and just connecting with the NIC connector from one machine to another machine in the case of your LAN. For example, I'm going to, without any wire, I'm going to transmit the data, means I'm going for the second adapter. That is also a wireless NIC. The first one is your wired network interface card, and second one is your wireless network interface card. I'm just installed everything. After that, I'm just need a operating system called as network operating system in the server. I'm just installed some operating system, server operating system, and the remaining rest of the 5 systems, I just connect and just install the operating system. That is called that is your client operating system, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, or something like that. In the case of your server system, some server operating system I installed. After installing the network interface card by in a wired or wireless media, I can able to transmit the data from one system to another system by using the network interface card. So, for example, I'm having a LAN connection means definitely my system will be inbuilt with the NIC card. Okay. Next one is your network connectivity devices. Network connectivity devices. So we are just having uh, so so many number of connectivity devices. We are going to discuss about 5 connectivity devices. The first one is your hub. Second one is your bridges, repeaters, switches, routers. Switches, routers. The first one is your hub. Hub is a first invented network connectivity devices. The hub can be used in your LAN. For example, I'm going to use the star topology means I just go for your hub repeaters or switches or bridges or routers or something like that. Hub is a centralized device, network connectivity device. The hub will be a 8-port hub, 16-port hub, 24-port hub. There are depends on your systems connected in a network. For example, I'm going for 7 system plus server means I just go for a 8-port hub. For example, 15 clients and one server means 16-port hub. Likewise, the count of the port of the hub will be increased. So it's a simple device. It's a centralized device. The data will come to the hub, and then it will transmit the data to the from the server, then to the clients. Next one is bridges. What is the use of your bridges means? Bridges which can be used to connect multiple LANs. For example, I'm just having some university, right? I'm just having some university. You just imagine our university also. For example, in our university, 10 to 12 colleges are inside our campus. 10 to 12 colleges, all the systems are connected in a LAN, right? All the systems can be connected in a LAN. So In the engineering college, there will be a LAN. Medical college, there will be a LAN. Arts college, there will be a LAN. Nursing, there will be a LAN. Polytechnic, there will be a LAN. So I just want to connect all the LANs. I just want to connect all the LANs. For example, I just want to transmit some data or information from engineering college to medical college. Means this will be a separate LAN and that will be a separate LAN. So I need a centralized device called as bridges. By using the bridges, I can able to transmit the data in a multiple LAN environment. So I need a bridges. Next comes is your repeater. Repeater is also a network connectivity devices. You just imagine the same example. Uh, I'm just in Bharat University. I'm just having some other institution uh, in in Paris or Central or something like that. So from Bharat University to Central, it will be around. You just imagine around 30 kilometers. So in the land, the minimum distance we can able to travel the data will be around 5 to 6 kilometers. We can able to transmit the data in the case of your land, right? For example, I'm just having some other university in Central. I just want to transmit the data from Bharat University to the university uh, which is located in Central. You just imagine in some older days or something like that, the data in the hard disk will be transferred to the university which is present in Central. They copied the data. Again, the hard disk will be this all comes under the older technology. For example, I just fix a device called as a repeater. A repeater will transmit the data beyond the distance capacity of the LAN. Beyond means the minimum capacity of the data transmission of LAN will be 5 to 6 kilometers. Beyond that, I just want to transmit the data means I just go for the device called as repeaters. Next one is the switch. Switch is also a centralized. Switch is also called as a centralized device. Centralized network connectivity device. So the main application will be in the case of a store topology. Most of the MNCs will use switches, routers, and routers. Switches, routers, and routers. Mostly in the case of your, if I'm going to run a LAN means also, we just go for switches. Switches also consist of 8 port switches, 16 port, 24 port switches, or same like in the case of the hub bridges and repeaters. One of the main application of your switches is your VLAN. VLAN is nothing but is your virtual LAN. Virtual LAN. What do you mean by virtual LAN? I'm just telling a real-time example. You just imagine a bank. You just imagine a bank. You just imagine a Punjab National Bank, right? So I'm just having a Punjab National Bank in Salayur. I'm just having 3 floors, each floor having 30 systems, right? 30 systems. Ground floor having 30 systems, first floor having 30 systems, and then second floor having 30 systems, totally 90 systems, right? And then each, all the 90 system will be connected with a centralized high power server, right? High power server. You just take it as an example. The first machine having the details of account information. The first machine having the details of account information, and the next machine having the data of account holders personal information, and the third one will be a loan information, and fourth one will be your car loan information, and if there is any gold pledge or something like that, having the information in the fifth mission, right? In the first mission, the applicant's details. Next comes is your personal information, where he is working, like that, the personal information. And the third one is your loan information. And fourth one is your, if there is any car loan or something like that. The third one will be a personal loan, and then home loan, like that. And fourth one comes to your gold pledge or something. Uh, Likewise, the sixth mission having the same data as the first mission. That is your applicant's detail. Seventh mission having the same information like the second one. So on, right? For example, I just want to collect all the information regarding gold pledge of the customers. So gold pledge information will be present in fifth mission, 10th mission, 15th mission, 20th mission, 25, 30, up to 90, right? So I just want to carry the information. I just want to gather the information regarding the gold pledge. For that purpose, there is application in the case of SH, that is your VLAN. It will connect the systems according to the application. It will virtually connect the machines. It will virtually connect the 5th, 10th, 15, 20, 25, 30. Likewise, it connect the virtually, it will connect the systems. After my application gets over, the virtual link will be released. After my application or data collection will go over, the virtual link will released. That is the main advantages of your switches. That is your VLAN. That is the main application of the VLAN. Next comes is your routers. Next comes is your routers. So a router is also a network connectivity devices which can be used to connect two dissimilar networks. Which can be used to connect two dissimilar networks. The first 3 or 4 network connectivity devices will be installed in the case of your LAN. But in the case of a router, we can able to connect with two dissimilar networks, either it a LAN or a WAN, LAN or a MAN, WAN or a MAN, like that. Two dissimilar networks. By using a tool called as internet, I can able to connect the systems. That is the main use of the router. And then the first comes is your hub. The first one is your hub, and the second one is your bridge, and third one is your switch, and this one will be a repeater, and last one is your router with some 3 sticks is called as your router. These are the some of the devices we are having. So these are the pictures of your hub, bridges, repeaters, and then routers, and then your switches. And next is your firewall. What do you mean by a firewall? Firewall. If you buy a laptop or a standalone system, you need a firewall. A firewall is different from your antivirus, right? In the operating system itself, we are having a built-in firewall. We are having a built-in firewall. Each and every operating system in your Windows or your Linux. Windows is your graphical user. Windows is otherwise called as your GUI. The Linux is called as your command line interface. So they have a inbuilt firewall. Operating system will have an inbuilt firewall. What in the inbuilt firewall? I just now told the router, which can be used to connect two different dissimilar networks. That is your LAN and a WAN. Likewise, in the firewall, it sits between your trusted and untrusted network. It sits between the firewall. You are seeing a brick, right? The brick will sit between your LAN and a WAN. LAN and a WAN. or a trusted or a untrusted network. What do you mean by trusted network means LAN is a trusted network, right? Untrusted network is example is your WAN. What is the difference between your trusted and untrusted network means WAN is nothing but is your the connection of the system with the internet. But in the case of a LAN, there will be no internet. So I just want to use the internet means in the case of the internet, the two things will happen, right? For example, I'm just opening a mail. Some attachments or some downloads will be there. I'm just downloading the file, right? Downloading the file. It will filters the data. The firewall will filters the data during the timing of downloading. Downloading, it will filters the data. Filters the data means, for example, I'm going to download an image or a Word file means it will filters in the form of you know that the computer understands only zeros and ones. So it will filters the zeros and ones. If there is any spam or virus, it will block. The firewall will give some intimation to the user. Uh, there will be some spam in your attachment, right? There will be your Gmail and Yahoo will have a inbuilt firewall. So the firewall or there will be some virus check will be there. During I'm going to attach some file or I'm going to attach or upload some files by using internet means at that time also it will filters the uploading file. So the firewall will sit between your LAN and your WAN, sits between your LAN and your WAN during the time of downloading, and during the time of uploading, it will filters the data. It will protect your system. It will different from your antivirus. That is a firewall. So, what are the different applications of your network? What are the different applications of your network means we can share your resources. We can share your resources. Resources in the sense I can able to share my data, right? I'm just having some softwares in server. I can able to share the software to the entire system which can be connected in my server. So I can able to share the softwares. I can able to share the peripherals also. For example, the server will have the printer, a scanner, a Xerox machine, or your some other devices means it will share to the entire clients, right? So that is the resource share. Next one is your information sharing is nothing but your files, your folders, database, and all the data. It will resides in the server means we can able to share each and every data as we like to the requested clients, right? Next one is your communication. That is your using some communication like email, voice over internet protocol. These are the some of the applications of the network, right? So these are the some topics we just see in this video lecture. First one is your networks, types of networks. That is your local area network, wide area network, metropolitan area network. Next, different types of technology. One is the client server technology, peer-to-peer technology, and what are the requirements of the network? That is sender, receiver, media, protocol, message, and then three different types of communication: simplex, off-duplex, full-duplex communication, and different types of topologies or network architectures we discussed there. And then discuss about the NIC and network operating system and the network connectivity devices like your hub, bridges, repeaters, routers. And then these are the some images of the network connectivity devices and firewalls and different applications of the network. Thank you for your patience.